3 things that Americans may find weird or off-putting about France that I actually like. My credentials are I'm an American who's been living in France for 2 months, so obviously I'm an expert. Number 1 is public toilets and paying for public toilets. I feel like in the States you can run into cafes and stores and use the restroom without buying anything. They're not crazy about it, but you can do it. And here, even in places like the mall, there are public restrooms that you have to pay for. So if you really got to go and you get up there and you don't have any coins, I mean, some of them have like tap, so it's no big deal, but like some people find that weird and off-putting and annoying because like you shouldn't have to pay for this, but I actually like it because there's usually people in there cleaning up the public restrooms. So like I haven't been in one yet that's so disgusting that I can't handle it. And even the ones at the park, I paid like 50 euro cents the other day to use one at the park, and there was a woman who was there who was the attendant in the bathroom, and it was like the cleanest park bathroom I've ever been in my life. Number 2 is customer service, and we'll talk specifically about restaurants because if you're just visiting, you're probably not going to encounter that many customer service things other than cafes and restaurants. I think in the United States we're so used to waitstaff bending over backwards to give us good service, and that's because their tips depend on it. They are not being paid a living wage if you are not tipping them. But that is not the case here, and that's also just not their dining culture. They sit you down, they take your order, they bring your food, and they do not bug you until you are ready for the check. And you have to actually ask for it to get your check because they're not trying to kick you out. I think sometimes being from the States, we can interpret that as rude. We're like, why didn't our server come over and ask us anything? But here they're just letting you have a good meal and have conversation and not interrupting you, and I actually really like that. Number 3 is not smiling at people all the time. I feel like this one is especially for me because as a black woman in the United States and also someone who's neurodivergent, like I'm always thinking about like, what does my face look like right now? How am I being perceived by other people? Am I being perceived as aggressive or having an attitude or whatever? And I think the lack of smiling is one piece of the puzzle where French people get the reputation of being rude in the United States. It's like, oh, they like, they. But I will tell you, since being here, I'm taking public transportation, I'm going into stores, obviously. Since being here and not feeling obligated to smile at people, I swear to God, my face is so much more relaxed. I noticed this the other day when I was doing my nighttime face routine. I was like touching my face and I realized the tension in my jaw was much different. Tension in my like eyebrows felt much different, and in my neck. Mind you, it could be that I'm not living in the United States. That could be part of it, but I really think it's from just being like this. Like, that's naturally how I want to hold my face, but I've been so trained to be like, I'm not a threat to you. So anyway, those are 3 things that I think maybe Americans might find weird or off-putting about France that I've really been enjoying the past 2 months. Okay, love you, bye.